WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has called on Britain and Sweden to let him freely leave the Ecuadorian embassy in London after UN panel ruled he had been arbitrarily detained. Assange is an Australian national who leaked hundreds of thousands of secret US diplomatic cables. He has been holed up in the embassy since June 2012 to avoid a rape investigation in Sweden. Richard Bastick reports.
The UN panel says Mr. Assange has effectively been held here under house arrest for the last nearly 4 years. They said that not only had the 44-year-old been detained arbitrarily, but he should also receive financial compensation from the British government, a view roundly rejected by the British government, which says that Mr. Assange moved into the Ecuadorian embassy voluntarily as a fugitive from justice. In what was an emotional statement from the balcony, Mr. Assange hailed the UN ruling and dismissed his detention as illegal, immoral and unethical.
It is a victory of historical importance, not just for me, for my family, for my children, but for the independence of the UN system.
He will have to face justice in Sweden if he chooses to do so, and it's right that he should not be able to escape justice. This is frankly a ridiculous finding.
The British Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond there saying the UK government has a legal obligation to extradite Mr. Assange to Sweden, and Scotland Yard have said again they will make every effort to arrest Mr. Assange should he leave the building. Mr. Assange himself says that the extradition to Sweden is simply a cover. He'll be sent there, from there to the US, where he's wanted for questioning over the WikiLeaks publication of masses of top secret and sensitive US government documents. But his hopes earlier in the week that he'd be leaving the Ecuadorian embassy, well, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Richard Bestick, CCTV, at the Ecuadorian embassy in London.